diving deep into the physics of swimming. After 9 years of swimming for Raiders, my club team, and the Algonquin swim team, I realized that some of my coach's tips were contradicting. Since the age of 7, I had been told to keep my fingers tight as possible. Then in high school, my coaches said to spread my fingers apart. After having it ingrained in my brain that fingers should be tight, I did not believe my high school coaches at all. That's where this project comes in. First, I did an interview with my friend Gretchen Forbush to make sure I wasn't the only one confused about this.
I've been swimming for about 7 years competitively. When I was little, we didn't really talk about hand position that much, but when we got more competitive, they started telling us that we had to spread our fingers apart like this. Apparently it made us go faster so we could grab the water and make this webbed effect. But I don't really believe it works that much. Then again, my times haven't really changed. But still, I position my hands like this because they say it works and I don't want to question them, but I've never really tested it out. Making changes to your stroke is not easy at all because it's like a habit that you develop, so you have to practice it over and over and over again to try to get it better.
Now let's dive into what I discovered. No matter how you are swimming, your body is going to create drag. Drag is a swimmer's worst enemy. It is a resistive force on your body that opposes the direction you are moving through the water. The force of drag can vary depending on many factors, such as the speed you are swimming or the surface area of your body. 3 types of drag acting on a swimmer's body are friction, pressure, and wave drag. Friction is the constant rubbing between water molecules in your body. For important competitions, swimmers often wear tech suits to help reduce some of this friction. However, in 2008, the full body tech suit had to be banned because it was giving swimmers too much of an advantage. Pressure drag comes from the speed. When you swim faster, water builds up by your head, but not by your feet. This difference in pressure creates turbulence, which is more resistance. Here you can see the extra water built up around my head. Wave drag is simply created by moving through the water. The faster you go, the greater the wavelength and the amplitude will be, causing more drag. Since one way to reduce drag is by reducing surface area, you would think that you would want to keep your fingers tight. However, professors at Duke University have discovered otherwise. Having your fingers slightly spread apart, specifically between 0.2 and 0.4 times the diameter of your finger, increases your total force by 53%. So how does this work? When you're in the water, a boundary layer forms around your body. A boundary layer is a layer of fluid that sticks to the surface of a solid as it moves through the liquid. When your fingers are slightly spread apart, each finger forms its own boundary layer, creating an invisible web, kind of like the web feet of a frog. This webbing effect helps you lift out of the water and push you against the surface, increasing your speed. So why do coaches teach young kids to keep their hands tight? When most kids start swimming, they keep their fingers wide apart, slapping the water. This slows them down a lot and makes it much harder to swim. The best way to teach kids not to do this is to have them do the opposite. Having your fingers tightly closed is much better than having them apart. As you grow up, it can become very difficult to break a habit that you've developed over so many years. It is a popular belief that you can break a habit within 21 days. But it can actually take anywhere from 66 to 254 days to break a habit. If you span that over the number of days that you're actually at practice, it could take even longer. Finger position makes a very small difference to your time. It is only an important technique if you're swimming competitively and looking to trim off that extra half a second. All Olympians use this technique because their races can come down to 1/100th of a second. Swimming at their level can take a lot of work to cut their time by even half of a second. In this video, you can see Nathan Adrian's fingers slightly spread apart. Thanks for watching.